M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens.
BALWK to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. BALWK set to get this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. And left side, it's caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A huge play right off the bat. 52 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple of years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal.
Hey, what's up? Crazy! Crazy!
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At his 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Is caught outside by St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming down.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
No, we changed it.
They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. This one caught the 4. To the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Crazy! Crazy!
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, New England.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
May now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, here's May. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football, as they've got it 3rd and 9 to begin. Working out of the gun, it's May. Quick throw here is complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Eddie, what's that? Good. Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Headed left, buying time. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Sir, what's that? 5. Eddie, what's that?
Throw again is May. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Here's May again. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
DC, ready? Ready to run! To run!
Now it's Jackson. That one completed. It's Keaton Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Baltimore.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This throw is taken in by 5. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. Gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 12-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third and 3.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Here goes it up. 5.
On the ground, this is right. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. May to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. May to the air once more. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14.
Ravens 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Quickly to the outside and complete. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now for second down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack. And the Patriots are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
To throw on first down is May. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Andy Borregales.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. Oh, a loose football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here's May to throw it on first down. On the move left. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Here's May. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and short. And here is May. He's got it about the 8. And he's in! Touchdown, New England.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flowers with the catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. Certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is simply just a check down, Mike, and it's got to be held to a short gain, but instead he's physical, he's fast, and the next thing you know, he's in the end zone doing a celebration. It's funny what can happen when you get that effort with great execution.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, it's May. moving to his right. He keeps it himself, and he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Here's a screen coming for right. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
6 yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. May gonna look to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is third and goal.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third and goal. To throw now, May. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
180. Hey, talk to me. What you got? What you got? 180. Hey, shot. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one taken in by St. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the
Ball on the 40
40-yard
now.
line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Mitchell.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Second down, Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
At
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second and 10.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now, May. Going over the middle. This one is complete. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A carry here for Wright, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is May. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From out of the gun, here's May. He's got his man. That's Thornton. A gain there of 11. First down, New England.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Crazy, crazy.
To throw on first down is May. Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
What can they do here on third down and 7? May to throw again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
All right, here we go, throw. What's up?
A shotgun handoff to Wright. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back on the ground and back to right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll drop to throw, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
24.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7.
Patriots 38. Ravens 31.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Head up right. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's 3rd and 7. The throw is made. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.